Welcome to I Need to Talk. I'm your host, Steven. You already know who it is from the Step Show. Now, what I'm gonna talk about today? I'm talking about my experience with GTA, Grand Theft Auto, and I'm gonna get deep into it. The first time, the second time, and the third time. And before then, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and come back and check out all the other podcasts that I have for you. Step Show, NST Show, NST Reviews, and so much more. Just check it out. Support. Without any further ado, first episode on YouTube. I'm gonna talk about GTA like I said. Now, just in case anybody thinking, I got a hoodie on because it's cold in my house. Just want to give y'all a little background information so all of y'all would know what's going on, what's really going on. It's really cold. I turn the air off, but I get cold anyway, so I just threw it on. I'm gonna wear it during the whole rest of this thing. So, my first introduction to GTA was GTA 3. I think that's the one with Tommy Vercetti. I don't know if it's Vice City, Liberty City, or, I don't really know. And I was introduced to it by my brothers while I was over my brother's grandma's house. Now, I said brother's grandma, and duh. Then some of y'all might be like, but Steve, wouldn't it be your grandma? No. Why would I point out the fact it's my brother's grandma if it's my grandma anyway? Come on now. So, I was introduced to it over there, and it was the best thing I've seen or played, being, I don't know how old I was, 10, 11, maybe even 9. I don't remember. 9, and it had everything that entertained me in the game. Sex, murder, violence, freedom, all that caught my attention. I liked it. Tommy Vercetti running around doing whatever he wanted to. And see, back in the day, graphics weren't a big deal. Because looking back at it now, it was rough. Everybody looked like pixels. But that's beyond the point. And also I was introduced to a little bit of it by one of my friends, because he had I think it was when the camera is looking down and you driving, I don't know if it's like a up top camera view looking down, like the Chinatown Wars, like that. He had the British one. I don't really know. I don't really like those like that. But that was my first introduction to that, to Grand Theft Auto 3. And after that, my second introduction to it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Cult classic. People love Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. They love it. I like it. Grove Street. All of that. It was CJ. Smoke. It was a classic. It had everything. It was cool, up to date. And my brother, he had it on the Xbox, and it was a turnt game. It was really turnt. It was a good game. And so I never owned a Grand Theft Auto myself until I came a little bit more of age. And the first one I owned was when it wasn't even a regular number Grand Theft Auto. First one I owned was Grand Theft Auto 4 Liberty City Stories. And on that, I loved them. They was totally different from all the other Grand Theft Autos. Totally different to me. They were different. You had Lost in the Dam, about the biker gang, the MC chapter of the Lost in the Dam, and that basically was gang warfare. You know, you riding with your homies on motorcycles and stuff. You know, getting it in you, beating people up together. Yeah. Then on the Ballad of Gay Tony, you was like a bouncer, insistent enforcer, and you was doing stuff for Gay Tony, the nightclub owner, so he could stay on top and all of it. And it was just cool to me. Now, I played Grand Theft Auto 4, you know, the one with Nico, the one famously known for when you drive a car and you driving that giant, and you hit something and it launch you out that giant and you die. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4. The one known that people didn't have seatbelts in. That's what that's known for. I played that one too. It was straight. I mean, wasn't nothing special to me. I ain't really like the environment though. I don't know. There's something about Grand Theft Auto 4 environment that I didn't like at all. Now, fast forward to Grand Theft Auto 5. It's what I consider probably the best game made. Do I want to say ever? I feel like I can get away with saying ever. I feel like I can get away with saying it. I feel like I can get away with saying it for the simple fact, it's a great game. You got the game that had so much impact on different things to the point of it has went from the 360, which is the previous gen, to the current gen, which is the Xbox One, you know, PS4. And it's going to the next gen. It's going to the next gen. What are you saying, Steve? What I'm saying is, it went from Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and it's going to Xbox Series X and PS5. Do you know how many years that has been? I don't know if my math is correct, but 2013, 2012 is probably when Grand Theft Auto first came out, and it's just still going strong. What? What is you saying, Steve? I'm saying this probably is the greatest game ever made. Now, I'm finna split it up for you now. I'm finna talk about the story mode a little bit, then I'm gonna talk about Grand Theft Auto Online. Which one you want first? I'm gonna choose story mode. It gave you 3 protagonists: Franklin, Michael, Trevor. 3 intertwining stories, 3 possible endings that you can choose. Which, of course, it's one ending that you're really going to choose, but I'm not gonna get into that. And the whole thing is, you can pick, you playing parts of a story. You playing 3 story modes at once. They all intertwine. They all affect each other. They all interact with everybody differently and each other differently. And this person's action affects this person's story. Man, it's a good story. It's a good story too. It's a high story. They're bank robbers. They're takers. I mean, it's a good story. Now, moving on from that, because I think everybody know about Grand Theft Auto 5. Let me talk about the map real quick in the middle of the story mode and online. The map is big. Los Santos. It includes Grove Street, you know, from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. But it ain't really the same. Like, you go to Grove Street now, it ain't green. This one is purple. The Grove Street folks that move further down. CJ ain't there no more. A lot of them folks ain't there. The house there. The house is there. But you go there, them purple folks, I forgot their name. The ballers, I think, they gonna want the smoke. So you might not want to go there. But then again, you might want to. But now, Grand Theft Auto Online, it's a mode all on its own. Some people don't even play the story mode. They just go straight to the online. They can't even tell you nothing about the story. So with that, it's a lot. And they constantly, for years, been adding more and more stuff on. Cause you know, at first, you know, you was a petty crook. You was doing little missions and stuff, playing with your friends on the big Los Santos map. And so then they added it to where you do heists, different heists. You get these, you get this mansion, you get this apartment. Now, after that, they started adding all these different vehicles and stuff. And then the oppressor, and then tanks, planes, government facilities. It's a lot. They started adding so much to the game. You own your own business. Quick ways to make a lot of money and all of that. Of course, I ain't gonna talk about the microtransactions or the shark cards and all of that, because they could have left it out. They really could have. Anywho, it's a lot. Now they finna add some more stuff to it. You know, Grand Theft Auto Online is a whole world on its own. All these mini games and all these world building and all of that. Man, it's a lot. But I had to talk about Grand Theft Auto because I do believe it's probably the greatest game ever made today. It could always be dethroned, but who gonna dethrone it? I think it's the most successful game series out there. Just to be honest, I think it is. My first impression of Grand Theft Auto, I was like, it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I think I was a little kid. And I still think it's cool. Now, I'll be waiting every day for them to say something about Grand Theft Auto 6. Because I'm waiting for them to put a woman on there. You can play with a woman. I'm waiting for that, you know. It's gonna be different too. I'm waiting for that. But y'all, I need to talk. I'm gonna be back. Like I said, first episode on YouTube. Woo woo. You know, test run, see how this work out. And until next time, y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Check out all the other stuff that I told y'all about earlier. But if you didn't remember, or you just now joining at the end of it, I don't know for what, I don't know. All the podcasts, Stealth Show, NST Show, NST Reviews, all of them. And show your love, show your support, and make sure you come back, because I'm going to come back with some more stuff to talk about. Until next time, I'm done, y'all.